Vale. Bueno, pues en primer lugar saber, después de la taquilla que hizo después de la taquilla que hizo la anterior entrega, saber cuál era el reto de esta película.
So after the smashing success at the box office of Skyfall, what was the challenge of Spectre?
The challenge was to make something completely different. I think you have a choice, you know, when you have a big success, whether you want to make the same movie again, kind of, or a different movie entirely. So we shot Skyfall on digital, this is on film. That was a very dark film. This has much more wit and mischief in it, more romance. I wanted to make a love story. I wanted to introduce new characters and a new evil, which is in this case surveillance. Skyfall was a post-Julian Assange movie. This is a post-Edward Snowden movie. That was about hacking and cybercrime. This is much more about surveillance and erosion of civil liberties. So all those things, but you don't think about success or failure or bigger or better, you just think about a good story. That's it.
¿Cómo le convencieron para hacer una nueva película de 007 y quiero saber si estaría dispuesto a repetir?
How did they convince you to say yes again for the second time? And would you be willing to go at it for the third time?
Well, they didn't convince me. You know, I asked myself the question, do I want to do it? And nobody convinced me. I knew they wanted me. I just had to find the right reason to do it myself. And in this case, like I said, the reason was the story. And I felt very possessive of the characters, you know, that I'd introduced in the last movie. I felt very possessive of Ralph Fiennes' M and Moneypenny and the new Q, all of those things. So that was what made me want to do it, is to tell the next chapter of their story.
Hay quien ha dicho que echa de menos, digamos, ese toque snob que hemos visto en otros agentes anteriormente. Yo no sé qué defiende él de este papel de Daniel Craig, de este personaje.
So some have said, I don't know if you agree or not, that they miss sort of the snob, how James Bond in the past was a bit of a snob, he was somewhat snobbish. What do you like about Daniel Craig's Bond? What do you think is the best part of what he brings to the table?
I think he's as close as they've come to a complete human being. You know, Ian Fleming created an anti-hero, not a hero. He drank too much, he smoked too much, he slept with too many women, he didn't obey authority, he was violent, and he was capable of bad as well as good. And I think what I like about Daniel is he has all of those things in him. You know, he's a dangerous man. He's a man who doesn't like himself very much, Daniel's Bond, and he's on a journey. And I think we managed to extract some narrative from his past and from the person he's becoming. So he seems to be growing during the movies, as opposed to just being a static collection of repetitions, you know.
Si Daniel Craig no repitiese, ¿a quién le gustaría dirigir?
If Daniel Craig said no, who would you like to direct as Bond?
Well, for me, Daniel is Bond, so you know, I can't imagine. But I think the great strength of the franchise in the last 10 years has been to take the risk of casting somebody completely different when they cast Daniel. So what I would say is, whatever happens, I think they should be brave, you know, brave.
Thank you.
Thanks.